Hey class, this is Mr. Wagner back with another flipped classroom video. This time I'm doing it while away on paternity leave. So yeah, I miss you guys. Hope you're doing well in class, not screwing around for the substitute. But anyway, I wanted a chance to still teach you even though I was gone. So I made this video to go over equations with no solution or an equation with infinite solutions. So we haven't really talked about this yet, but by now we should be pretty comfortable solving one variable equations. So let's take a look first at the idea of equations with no solution and what that will look like. So let me give you an example here. Let's say we have 5x plus 10 equals 5x plus 8. Now in class I talked about to help you guys out on what to do first. We talked about getting all the variables to one side. You remember the Beyonce song, to the left, to the left? Let's get all our variables to the left side of this equation. So how are we going to get these 5x's over there? Well, this is a positive 5x, so we're going to have to subtract that. So let's subtract 5x from this side of the equation. And if we do that, we've got to keep it balanced and subtract 5x from the left side of the equation. Now when we do this calculation, 5x minus 5x is 0 plus 10 equals, what's 5x minus 5x? Well, that's 0 plus 8. So we get to this place where we get 10 equals 8. And any first grader can tell you 10 does not equal 8. So this is not true. And so because this is not true, we have found an equation that has no solutions. No matter what we put in for x, we cannot make this side of the equation make this side of the equation. And let's just test that out. Let's say we have 5 times, let's plug in a 3 for x. 5 times 3 plus 10 equals 5 times 3 plus 8. So right now we're just checking this to see if in fact I can put anything in here and it won't work. So 5 times 3 is 15 plus 10 equals 15 plus 8. And 15 plus 10 is 25 equals 15 plus 8 is 23. And does 25 equal 23? No. So what we had found when we solved the equation that 10 does not equal 8 is that there's no solution. I just showed you just one solution here that proves, well, this really is what proves that there's no solution. There's no number we can put in for x that makes this equation true. So yeah, that would be an example of an equation with no solutions. Now let's take a look at an equation with infinite number of solutions. Let's get some color going here. Just spice this up. All right. So for an infinite number of solutions, what is this going to look like? So once again, let's look at an equation. 2x plus 6 equals 2 times x plus 3. Now you should recognize pretty quickly that we have the distributive property over here. And let's do that before we start solving this, just to help us out. So 2 times x, and then we'll do 2 times 3. So if we simplify this, we get 2 times x is 2x, plus 2 times 3 is 6. And on this side, we have 2x plus 6. Well, wait. Look what we have. We have the exact same thing on the left side of the equation that we have on the right side of the equation. And if you think about this intuitively for a minute, you'll recognize that no matter what x is, these will always be the same. So x can be anything, an infinite number of solutions, and I'll show that to you here. 2 times, and let's get out another color here. Let's say 2 times, let's use 3 again. 2 times 3. Let's get back to my green. Plus 6 equals 2 times 3 plus 6. And if we solve this, 2 times 3 is 6. plus 6 equals 2 times 3 is 6 plus 6, and we end up with 12 equals 12, which is true. And like I said before, any number, an infinite number of solutions will make this true. If I plug in a 2 here, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, and the same thing would happen on this side of the equation. So anytime you get an equation where both sides are the same, so whether you're combining like terms, simplifying, once you recognize that both sides are the same, you know that you have reached an infinite number of solutions. Let me put that down here. This will happen when both sides of the equation are the same. So this is it for this little lesson, this mini lesson. I can't wait to be back in the classroom with you guys. Hopefully you've been practicing hard, getting more used to solving equations. We're getting close to the third foresight, where we can see if we've really grown from earlier on in the year. So keep working hard, and I will see you when I get back. Thanks a lot, guys.